Coming up on UT 10 News in HD, we'll tell you why you don't have to request a parking permit for next semester.
And we'll take you all the way down to Nashville for a huge event.
Plus, Greg Wichard has your sports. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Keyline.
And I'm Corey Bishop. A new policy allows parking passes bought in the fall to automatically renew this spring. $125 will be charged to your account unless you turn in your parking pass. Students, faculty, and staff can turn in their fall permit at the MyPick office or the drop box in Rocket Hall. If you ordered a new permit online, the request will be canceled and your current pass will be valid until June 1st.
This was a way that we could come up with in a short term to fix a problem from having to have lines again this spring semester.
UT is planning to have an annual parking permit available next fall. UT's efforts to go green are making the grade. Heather Schramm tells us how.
The Sustainable Endowments Institute has given the University of Toledo a grade of B- on their Green Report Card for 2011. This was an improvement from our 2010 grade of C+. The grade was based on a survey in which UT was judged on 9 different categories, including green building, food and recycling, transportation, and energy. UT's goal to reduce 20% of energy consumption by 2014 earned us a perfect score in the climate change and energy category. Overall, students feel they are doing their part to help.
I see a lot of things like students using the bus system a lot more, refillable water bottles, and a lot more recycling. I mean, even when they're tailgating, you see a lot of students recycling.
I see a lot of bikes, and I see the smaller bikes with the little motors on them versus driving. And then, just picking up if they see stuff around.
If you would like to read the entire survey, you can visit greenreportcard.com. For UT 10 News, I'm Heather Schramm.
Cellular service and phones can easily be found in the new MyPick office in Rocket Hall.
Rocket Wireless has been a UT program offered since 2002. Customers save money by not being charged the sales tax from big companies.
Some of our uniquenesses are that we have the one-year contracts, we have no credit checks, we are on campus and convenient.
Around 4,200 students, faculty, and alumni use Rocket Wireless services.
Got one person there in the office who's giving you the options for all 3 plans, Sprint, Verizon, AT&T. So you don't have to go between stores to shop around.
To schedule an appointment, call 419-530-7998. For UT 10 News, I'm Josephine Best.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is trying to give cigarette packs a new look. The FDA proposed a new rule that would modify the current warning on cigarette packs to include a larger, more visible graphic warning. 36 new labels were unveiled November 10th, including pictures of cadavers, lung cancer, and other images to show the negative effects of smoking. Some students feel the change will not be effective.
We already know all those facts, like when we go into smoking, and it's really not going to help deter us away.
If the proposal passes, the new labels could be on cigarette packs as early as October 2012.
Sadomasochism meets Alice in Wonderland. That was the tagline for one of UT's plays. The Labyrinth is a metaphor for how political, education, and religious systems can go out of control. Adult content is used to show how people can be weighed down by these systems. The director told us why he brought this play to UT.
I chose this play because it's one of my favorite plays. Whenever I choose a play, I choose it because I keep going back to it and reading it over and over, and it's putting pictures in my head.
The Labyrinth will be playing again November 17th through the 21st.
Last week, UT 10 producer Ashley Roth and I traveled to Tennessee for the 2010 Country Music Association Awards.
Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley hosted the event that had 21 performers, including Kid Rock, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Kenny Chesney.
There were also a lot of awards handed out. Ashley Roth gives us a recap of some big winners.
Last night was the biggest night for country music stars here at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Miranda Lambert was nominated for 9 awards and took home 3 of them, including Female Vocalist of the Year. Her fiance, Blake Shelton, took home Male Vocalist of the Year. But the biggest award, Entertainer of the Year, went to CMA show host Brad Paisley. For UT 10 News, I'm Ashley Roth.
Ashley Roth and I also got an exclusive look at a recording studio where country singers including Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwood, and Keith Urban have recorded their songs. Blackbird Studio Operations Manager David Robinson gave us an inside tour of the recording studio owned by country singer Martina McBride and her husband. Robinson describes his start in the recording industry as a Cinderella story. After 13 years in a band, he moved to Nashville in 2003 and has been working for Blackbird Studios ever since. He gave advice for UT students.
I would probably have, a secondary degree in something that you can for sure make a living in, and maybe begin with this as a hobby. That's what I did.
Like David Robinson, there are students right here at UT hoping to make it into the music industry.
It's just another call from home.
Sarah Guy is one of them, and she plans to move to Nashville after graduation.
I expect a lot of rejection and a lot of people, just saying, there's no way you're gonna make it, you're not good enough, or, whatever musicians hear, but I don't care, it's what I wanna do, and so I'm gonna try.
She told me if singing doesn't work, her backup plan is to find a job in public relations.
Well, hopefully we'll hear from her soon because she plans on recording her own songs within the next couple weeks.
Yeah, and she sounds really good. We'll be right back with Greg Wichard and your Rocket Sports after this.
When I was little, my grandma took me to the Dairy Queen, right? She bought me a banana split. And, I was kind of a little messy when I was little, all right? Then the bee got in the car. My grandma's like, baby, don't swing at the bee, because the bee won't hit you. Don't swing at it. I didn't swing, and guess what happened, Grandma? The bee stung me. I swing at bees because they'll sting you anyway, because they're ruthless and they have no soul.
Welcome back. I'm Greg Wichard, and this is your UT 10 Sports. The weekend started off with the women's basketball team taking on St. Francis in the first round of the preseason WNIT tournament. This was the MAC favorites' first regular season game, and the ladies hoped to start off strong. St. Francis took a commanding 15-4 lead early, but the Rockets would battle back. Here you see Jessica Goodall with a strong post move to get past the St. Francis defender. Goodall had 20 points on the night. The Rockets trailed by 1 at halftime, but played well in the second half. Yolanda Richardson pulls down the board, and she gets the putback. She had the game-high 11 rebounds. With just 21 seconds on the clock and the Rockets up by 2, Nama Shafir beats the shot clock with his half-court shot, sealing the deal for the Rockets. Coach Cullop talks about how fate might have played a hand in the win.
After all the easy baskets that we had designed and missed all game, for us to hit the half-court one was almost, it's almost like it was meant to be, that the hardest shot of the night we hit and the easiest ones we miss.
The Lady Rockets will take on Purdue in the second round of the WNIT Monday at 7 p.m. We go from the season opener of women's basketball to the last regular season match for volleyball. It was senior day on Saturday, and the Rockets came looking for a clean sweep. Buffalo took an early lead, but the Rockets rallied back, scoring the last 3 points and taking the first set. It only took 3 sets for the Rockets as they swept the Bulls and took the match. Senior Katie Westerfeld led the charge with 18 digs in her final regular season match as a Rocket. Coach Smith was proud of his seniors, and they believe they are ready for the MAC tournament.
But it was a great way for the seniors to end their regular season on a victory like that. Margot and Katie did a great job for us.
The Rockets will play Kent State at Savage Arena November 16th in the first round of the MAC tournament. And in other good news, the women's cross-country team placed third at regionals, which qualified them for the NCAA championships for the first time in school history.
Wow, that's great. And we want to wish the football team good luck as they take on Bowling Green in the Battle of I-75. Well, that's it for UT 10 News. Check out our new website, ut10news.com, where you can watch all our webcasts and other web exclusives.
You can also watch our award-winning newscast on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For Mackenzie Keyline, Greg Wichard, and all of our crew, I'm Corey Bishop. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.